to another episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's get into it. Okay, so the previous video that I did was about 10-year-old Autumn Bushman, who tragically died by suicide at such a young age. And there was another young adult. Autumn was just 10, okay, when she died by suicide. But there was another young adult. She was a TikTok influencer, okay, and I believe her name was Emman It. I can't pronounce it. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Emman Atienza. Emman Atienza is her name. I hope I pronounced that right. She was 19 years old and she died by suicide. 2 days before she died, she posted on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, life lately does go this hard. Life lately does go this hard. Okay. So weeks before she ended her life, she took to Instagram to discuss deactivating her TikTok account because she was finding it increasingly hard to be authentic and proud of the content she was sharing. Okay. She posted it. I started posting on TikTok last year as a little diary and as exposure therapy because I was very insecure of my looks and my personality for a long time. That was on September 1st. Okay. Not only have I become infinitely more confident, secure, and authentic, I've met so many people along the way. She was feeling anxious and dreadful every time she shared a post because of the death threats and the bullies of the comment section. Okay. That had to be jealousy. Okay. It had to be jealousy. Nothing else. Getting death threats, getting bullied in the comments. It had to be jealousy. I never really did social media for her money. I did it for her fun, self-expression, and community. Okay. Maybe I put up with the hate knowing I'd be receiving a paycheck at the end of every month. But my main compensation was always the joy and passion I felt when posting, which has been fading due to the bullies and the death threats she been getting in her comments. After deactivating her TikTok account last month to collect my thoughts, reset my values, and clear my head of dread, she returned 1 week later. Okay. Her final Instagram post featured a cryptic caption about a murderer. There's a murderer on the last slide, but he's chill, so don't worry. August 18th. It was a picture she had posted. That was a cryptic picture that she had posted of a murderer. Okay. And Again, it said there's a murderer on the last slide, but he's chill, so don't worry. That's what she posted on August the 18th. And she died by suicide on October 22nd, tragically. Her parents said, "It is with deep sadness that we share the unexpected passing of our daughter and sister, Emman. She brought so much joy and laughter and love into our lives and into the lives of everyone who knew her. Emman had a way of making people feel seen and heard, and she wasn't afraid to share her own journey with mental health. Her authenticity helped so many people feel less alone. To honor Iman's memory, we hope you carry forward the qualities she lived by: compassion, courage, and a little extra kindness in your everyday life." Yeah, courage, compassion, and a little extra kindness in your everyday life. Yeah. So yeah. I mentioned um how God blessed me to tell my story to other people at the suicide prevention walk that was just held here in Memphis a few weeks ago. And there were people um coming up to me, thanking me for telling my story, obviously having the God blessing me to have the impact on them, um like I did. Okay. And so um I'm just really thankful that God has blessed me to have that impact on people. Okay. And it made me think that what if I ended my life? What if I ended my life? I wouldn't be able to have that positive impact on people that God has blessed me to have. Okay. And I, even after the event was over, people were still coming up to me saying, "Hey, thank you, thank you for not making that jump." Okay, thank you for not making that jump. So last week, um, I was sitting at home and I had handed out, and I remember I handed out the business cards for my for this podcast. Okay, I handed them out to the people. Okay, and so I'm sitting at home, and this one woman who I handed a card to, she texted me, and she said, and she was in ISIS. He was in crisis. She was in a situation, and I immediately went into crisis counselor mode. Okay, okay, I immediately went into crisis counselor mode, and so we talked or texted back and forth. Okay, and she told me what was going on. Um, asked me what he should do, um, and we discussed things. We discussed some solutions to what her issues were, and she thanked me for taking the time to listen to her, text her back, talking to her, whatnot. Okay, and so So I get back home from work. So I get hit back home from work later on that day. Okay. And I am about to go to bed. And I'm about to go to bed, okay? And I go to bed and I wake up the next morning and I see that she has texted me. Okay. She says, "Hey, I just want to say thank you again for taking the time to talk to me, listening to me, praying for me." And she texted me an update on her situation. And bam, her situation got better that same day. Her situation got better that same day. And and she said, "Hey, you are truly, you are truly my brother in Christ." And I can do nothing but thank God. I can do nothing but thank God. I took the time to listen to her, um, work on her with some solutions, and then she texts me before I go to bed. I wake up to a text saying, "Hey, things have gotten better. You truly are her brother in Christ." And every time I think that I'm not having any impact, it's just like God steps in and says, "I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you." Okay. And he just recently showed me again yesterday. Okay. He just recently showed me again yesterday. Okay. And so it just made me think, if I ended my life, I wouldn't be here to have that impact. I wouldn't be here to have that positive impact on people. Okay. But God and Jesus brought me through. Okay. Brought me through. And I'm just very blessed that God has blessed me to have that impact on people. And I can do nothing but thank Him. All right. That's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. May God bless you all. Don't ever give up on yourself. Peace.